Well, that's how I start a video. Heyo, everybody. Oop. Hey. That'd be neat. But, welcome to episode 2 of What If Deku Was Wow, I almost said fucking Doomsday. Victor Von Doom. Damn. That's how you could tell I feel lazy as fuck today, so this is recorded late. But, yeah, no. Plus, since it's a Wednesday, I'm gonna be watching D&D religiously tonight, so this'll probably be an hour-long video. Because I need to kill time. So, you're lucky. That and I like this what if. So, now, last where we left off, Homelander was, beaten to shit. Some of Homelander's blood was taken, and a rune appeared on his back, just for safekeeping. Homelander was mad. But if you all know the boys comics, hey, you know how that shit goes. But at that moment in time, Izuku, knowing for one that he now allied himself with Billy Butcher, a fellow scheming son of a bitch, which, to be honest, it's pretty... let's just say Izuku's immediately making fucking countermeasures. Because he knows that if Billy Butcher wants him, he's eventually going to tie up loose ends. He's going to want his ass dead. Like, that was an immediate thing. And that just blown off because, hey, man. Granted, they don't have a lot of info on Billy, other than what happened to his wife. But, yeah, let's just say, when it comes down to it, it's going to be a weird experience, because Izuku's going to Mega City #1, the first Mega City made, and by far the largest, and where Vought American is, specifically. But to say that Billy's the only one he's worried about is wrong. Just flat fucking wrong. So, when it comes down to most things in the comics, they happen similar, but let's just say Izuku with his production line over in Japan is making some additions. He wants to get some shit off the ground and keep that shit hidden from Vought. And he has eyes on Billy that Billy doesn't know about at this current moment in fucking time. Thank God. But, eventually, after enough time, Izuku would end up flying over and basically, being allowed about like 3 years vacation. So, yeah, since he was allowed that amount of time, he's like, why was he allowed that? Because he never took a fucking day off. Like, ever. Like I said, Izuku is horny for efficiency. Like, and I mean that in the literal sense. Like, he's like in Satisfactory. Fucking, if like, give him 2%, not like a 0.5% more efficiency, and he's gonna pop a boner. Like that is the level of, oh, he's yeah. Efficiency is his thing. Efficiency and cold hard logic is his thing. So he eventually ended up meeting the girl, our crazy ass Frenchman, Mother's Milk, which he thought it was a strange name from the get, but he didn't really mind it. He's just more confused than anything. But, shit happens. Among other things. But here's the interesting portions. When Izuku meets the entirety of the team, just the entire... Hold on. I'm sorry, I just had mac and cheese with breading on it. So, yeah, no, I'm pretty full and happy. But, back to it. When it comes down to Izuku meeting everybody, like, he's like 90% positive that Mother's Milk is a fucking code name. But he hopes, like, there's a slight, like, every time he thinks about it, it's like, damn. Like, that's impressive. How, like, why the fuck? Why? Why? Like, he's thinking he's doing what everyone else is doing here. Like, taking Compound V and or just metahumans. And or mutants. Which, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Compound V is going to be heavily used in the series, which is fucking, let alone there would have been, like, multiple strains of Compound V because of the fucking X gene and other shit. Like Superman Kryptonian levels of, oh god. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Superman has fought clones before. Just because of Compound V. Basically, like, head-to-head, two Supermans beating the shit out of each other, leveling parts of the continent type of bad. Like, for real though, all honesty. Izuku's not specifically inclined to get into fights. But if you do watch the Boys comic, well, not watch, the fuck read. Yeah, no, I just stare at the pictures. Fucking hell. I'm retarded. But, yeah, no. Oh, when it comes down to more specifically aligned characters, such as, like, who was his name? Vlad? Dude who got shot in the chest with a rocket. But, rocket near the end of the comic, like some shit. I'm not gonna spoil too much, because that shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you skip some of the filler shit, it's like a 5. Well, it's not really filler shit. It's like a 5-hour read. 5, maybe 6 hours. I was half tempted to, like, re-go through it because I was bored. And I really wanted to make sure, hey, yeah, no, everything's gonna work out. I'm not gonna change anyone's backgrounds, because they're all good enough. I don't want to put any more in there. But since there are, like, villains as well. And I'm not just talking about Vought American and all those fuckers. I'm talking all the really bad shit. I'm talking Doomsday level and fucking Dark Side. Like, those are genuine threats to humanity. That and like all the lantern rings exist. It's it's a day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm doing something that's kind of like out of pocket, but it's deserved. Batman has the fucking yellow lantern ring, but yeah, no, he has a yellow lantern ring. So that and a Scarecrow. So hey, that's neat, but fuck. When it comes down to it, in all reality, when Izuku gets to the US, he immediately fucking hates it here. Like, it's no contest. Like, he had a car to drive him to places. He could see the sky. That's how he knows it's not efficient enough. Like, that shit makes him angry. Like visible tick marks underneath the fucking helmet. This man's, like, super mad. And is disappointed for what little factories are here. Man, there shouldn't even be fucking like pigeons and shit. Like 90% of the fucking vermin here should be chopped up. It's served as food. Dude, people would kill for that kind of food. Dude, back in the factory, but oh fuck. In all reality, Izuku just doesn't like how easy it is to do shit here. But he does see the efficiency in it, so it doesn't really piss him off to the extent of burn down the United States, which was definitely like, I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm definitely fucking thinking about it. But, Izuku gets hit with almost an immediate dilemma on their first job. That first job is a wake-up call job, which is basically meant to show we back, bitches. But, the interesting thing is, they're going for one of the 7. Now here's the fucking interesting thing. There are some, like, Justice League is partially involved with the boys, low-key, like, underneath the table. Same with, like, the CIA. And, like, a small portion. Like, the smallest portion, like, fucking itty-bitty bit. Some villains, because him and Billy and some villains just get along. But, I'm not gonna lie to you, Izuku spends most of his time in the seediest places just trying to make villain contacts, like, make contacts with terrible people. So, like, one day, he ends up coming across this guy. Like, he's not a prick, but he's good enough, he guesses. He eventually does convince him things, and so there are much stronger abilities. He kind of caves pretty easy, especially the fact that he respects strength way more than most people. I'm kind of giving him something kind of early. Well, not early. It's more along the lines of I'm giving this to him because Doomsday ain't gonna do wet work. He's too fucking on the cuff for that shit when it comes to Vought. He has to have his people in the boys so he can't deal with this shit by himself. Because it's not going to be worth it. So, when it comes down to it, what's happening is... Oh, fuck. This sounds really weird. And you're going to be like, why the fuck are you giving him this man? And is like a puppet. Because that's basically what he became. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, hello, Taskmaster. I have a job for you, mind control. Yeah, no, that's basically what happened. Izuku has mind control abilities, and plus, like, the only reason I'm giving him, like, domination abilities is simple. The ability to fuck with someone's head falls under illusion spells. Which, since Izuku is a little shit, he has in spades. Because why in the fuck would you not have those? No, seriously, explain to me. Hey, you run into a door and then you can make it seem like, oh, the fucking building collapsed. Up, looks like he's dead. And then, like, when they go run over to check your corpse, you could stab him inside the neck. Oh, well, we called it clear. Got the target, like one of those situations. Izuku is a shiesty bitch. Like, I don't know what else I can tell you. He will, in the most literal and most honest ways, Izuku, in his short amount of time in the U.S., he went to morgues. You all immediately know what's going on. He went to a morgatory, got all the bodies up in that bitch. Congratulations, now I have zombies. And I have like runes that could put illusions over them to make it seem like, oh yeah, no, we're alive and fine. And they just have Taskmaster go over and change out files and shit. This person deceased, haha, not anymore. This person was a Vought representative. For where? Ah, China. Cool. Let me just type in, he's not deceased, bitches. What Izuku is doing at this point in time, in the most literal term, I needed to do that. That was my neck. But, he wants ears. Eyes and ears. That's all he wants. And, to be perfectly honest with him, since he's been in the U.S., he's been doing face to metal mask deals with Lex, which him and Lex are very like-minded, but Izuku's like on par with intelligence, which Lex is kind of like, oh shit, that is smart. Which Lex likes Izuku because of his horniness for efficiency in the betterment of man. Because Izuku tells him basically, yo, you think I could, I just use Project V? Hell no, I don't use Compound V. That shit'll kill you. But, sorcery won't. But, to be honest, from what I could tell, in the Marvel Cinematic, same with DC, all that shit, magic is a thing. Magic is very fucking busted. But for some reason, only one person had it. Scarlet fucking Witch. And it was like... and you made the person... I'm not gonna lie to you people. I was reading the boxer while that noise was going on, and I was able to get through the entire fucking thing. Thank you, Webtoons. But, yeah, no. When it comes down to, specifically how, like, persistent Izuku is on collecting dead bodies, and just having them be like fucking rats, is weird. Granted, Izuku does take out of the equation people who saw them dead, or like, since they're technically unemployed, all that other important shit. But specifically, when it comes down to Izuku, he's not gonna raise a fucking hand. Or nothing. But like what he does do, matter of factly, he talks to people. And like, more or less, people still don't trust him from the boys. They're smart. He's a Vought. They're all dirty bastards in all reality. Some of them, such as from the comics, Starlight, were good people, and still are pretty good people. But in all reality, it's just, they're fucked up. Specifically just members of the Seven. They got some fucking issues. But, regardless of the fact, everything positive has a negative. Now, what do you mean by that? Izuku's actions are kind of being noticed, not by Vought specifically, but like heroes such as the Justice League. Fucking, like just all those people. All like the Hero Association and hero companies, other than Vought, because Izuku's been hiding that shit from them. Like, specifically, killing specific people to, like, silence them permanently. And making sure that, one, no necromancy shit could get any information out. Destroying the brain, the mouth, and the tongue. Just fucking it over. Making sure no way in hell information about what the fuck he's doing gets back to Vought. Securing him, basically, immunity for what's going on. But small villain syndicates such as the Sinister Seven, other people, just all this bad shit, just is now like kind of firmly on Izuku. Because like the underground people are just like, people in the underground know him as Doom. Because wherever he walks, because he walks around in the suit, he doesn't take it off. It's like a mark for him. Like, if he takes that suit off, he's vulnerable. Fuck that. Like, he doesn't want that shit. So he basically ended up making a spell that, like, cleaned him. And basically gave himself a magic fucking colostomy bag and just kind of had all that shit set up. But, yeah, no. Oh, in the most literal terms, he does not need to take off the suit. He doesn't need to eat. Eat, really, because, like, he just basically has, well, he does need to eat, but it's, like, it's different. Because the way Izuku eats, he has that shit go through, like, multiple magical scans to make sure, A, that shit ain't poison, and that's just good food. But yeah, no, and then it just kind of gets like kind of smoothied, and he has it like teleport into his stomach. Because why the fuck would you like have to chew and do all this unnecessary shit? Because Izuku's like way too much about efficiency. I've explained this once, I will explain it again. Izuku about efficiency gets him horny. Like, I'm not kidding. That's basically what happens. Izuku has one of those types, is just a type of person that will openly, like, kill you in front of, like, 50 people to prove a point. Like, for no reason. And if you, like, directly block his goals, what is the most efficient and less problem-causing way to deal with this problem? Kill them. Reanimate them as dead. Do all this specific shit. So it would do multiple things for you. You would have a bug in such and such agency, all that shit. Izuku is a scheming son of a bitch. And to say that, like, he hates the comic book industry is an understatement. Because when he meets the legend, he's like, that makes sense. Like, after getting told, hey, yeah, no, this is just fucking, all of this is fake as fuck. And I was like, no shit. It's fake. But, like, the best thing about it is, Izuku is so meticulous. And since, like, Billy has eyes on him, basically wherever the fuck he goes, like, Izuku's starting to, like, discover his, like, plot pretty fucking quickly. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, this is what they're doing. This is what he's realizing, okay, he doesn't give a fuck about Vought American. He just wants to kill as many heroes as possible. This man wants a never-ending war. So, like, after Izuku figures this out, he just has, like, everyone that's there to, like, keep watching Billy. Make sure that he doesn't fucking know. So, like, when he does find out, Izuku will know and he'll be ready to, like, activate a plan in case it needs to happen. But, Izuku, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's kind of sociable, so he would talk to people. And, like, when he talked to Mother's Milk, and he eventually, like, released his, like, little backstory snippet, like, there was no words for, like, a solid hour. Like, Mother's Milk was expecting just out of, just, and it's like, alright, I guess he thought that was depressing. And, like, literally, like, an hour later, when, like, he's walking home, just Izuku just teleports right next to him, and he begins to continue the conversation with, So what you're telling me, like, do you need specifically your mother's? And it's like, yes. It stops him and confuses him for another hour. And he's just like, what the fuck is up with this guy? Like, Mother's Milk is now starting to, like, kind of be concerned for his family a little bit. Just a teensy, just a little bit. But what Izuku did was basically take a small DNA sample. Basically, he, like, teleported into Mother's Milk's mother's bathroom. Kind of took a piece of hair from a hairbrush, that kind of shit, and just started running tests. As just having that shit running in the background because he's like, I'm gonna need this guy to like me. Because fuck. And like when he did hear about his like his father's shenanigans, he's like, okay. Like he's like suddenly growing a heart because it's like, what in the fuck? I knew Vought were sadistic fuckers, but I didn't think it was this bad. Like, yeah, no, let's just experimentation, all that good shit. So, yeah, no, it's really strange. But when Izuku and all this, like, in particular shit just kind of starts mixing, Dr. Doom, like, realizes while he's in the suit, oh, he's not, like, he is partially human. He does have feelings. It's just really fucking hard to hit him in the feels. Like, and I mean significantly. So, to be all honest with you, when it comes down to specifically, like, Izuku now ended up becoming the money for Vought American, specifically in the meetings with the Seven. And oddly enough, Homelander doesn't act like he even fucking knows him. But like, Izuku still like, man, fuck Homelander. Because he don't know either. So, eventually, since Izuku is in Vought American US branch, he's like, okay, fuck it. Our very vindictive friend who is in charge of the Seven kind of starts attempting to groom Izuku into the role, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the same manipulation shit has still happened to Homelander and shit, like that kind of thing. So like Homelander still going on a downward spiral, but in all reality it's kind of meh, and all I'm saying. But when it comes down to Izuku, he does this for one thing only: to learn more about the Seven. Which, as soon as like Billy heard that shit, he was like, oh, okay, this'll be fucking easy. So, like, they're all, like, trying to think of, okay, so should we just kill the 7 right now? It's like, no. We have to, let's make one of them an informant. So, like, God. This, like, they chose a random person amongst 7. And remember, all the original characters are there. Such as Homelander, Black Noir, that dude who fucking... fuck. That just creamed homie's wife. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Like, it's sad, but it's so fucking funny. Like, this is, like, the first topic that the issue, like, the things happen, basically the intro to the boys comics. And, like, it shows you, how heroes work. So what happened to this poor bastard, like, the main focal point, the main character of the boys, other than, well, Billy. The reason why he hates heroes so goddamn much is because in the middle of, like, a villain fight, there was a speedster character that I didn't care enough to remember the name of. And to be all honest with you, like, we started with a panel that had, like, oh, I love you, such and such character. Oh, I love you too, wife. And this just smash cut to, like, the page underneath it where, like, homie... see, this is how you know I'm a fucking psycho. The guy who, like, basically... who was just talking about, we're gonna have a lovely future together, fucking holding the 2, like, arms of his wife that are not connected to the body anymore because that shit went flying into a brick wall. I'm talking, that shit went splat. That underneath another guy. Like, she fucking died. And let's be real, that was not a painless death. That was probably one of the more painful ways that you could have gone. Fucking someone, like, smashing into you hard enough to rip your arms off, let alone your husband being strong enough to hold your arms as, like, your entire body weight gets swept off the floor and, like, whoosh, splatted on a wall underneath, like, another dude. And this shit was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was some fucking... that is some dark humor. We're gonna have the best time of our lives. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have kids. Just splat. It was fucking beautiful. But, I'm not gonna lie to you. I promptly lied about the, hour-long episode because it's 9 o'clock. That means my D&D shit's on. So, I hope all of you have enjoyed. And, cringe, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends and family. All this sellout shit that's cringe. And I hope all of you have a decent night, day, whenever the fuck you watch this. Peace.